Alrighty. Hey everybody, it's Floof here. Welcome to Overtones episode 2, where we talk about this red P bass that I got, and the story behind it, how I got it, and kind of how it crawled its way into being my #1 bass. So, oh god, I got this in my brain wants to say either September of last year, I think. Might have been... It wasn't November because I used it in a show. I think it was September of last year. And this honestly, the story of this thing goes back even further. It goes back to like August when I was at my last job. There was a dude who came in with his son, and his son was looking at basses, and I kind of just showed him, gave him a basic bass lesson. You know, they left and they were happy, and they were like, you know, still thinking about it and stuff like that. Well, a few months later, I'm at the local guitar center, the one that I work at now, as a teacher, funny enough. I was sitting down, and I was just trying basses, as I do. I saw this one on the wall. It was incredibly dirty, kind of a piece of shit, and actually, you know what? I don't have to guess. I literally... Hold on. I literally can just look this up. We have the technology. I literally can go back. I have to, like, go back into the archives and find the exact video of... The video of when it was made, and that was made like a couple of weeks after or something. Something like that. $40 Squender. Yeah, September. Wow, yeah. The Squender video was September 23rd of 2023. So I've had this bass since September of 2023. Probably like September 10th or something like that. I probably binned the receipt sometime down the line because I didn't need it anymore because this thing was pretty much an instant keeper. And... Oh, man. It just, you know, according to Bully, really good basses have, they have a thing, you know, they have a thing. You could probably, think about the way he says that, but he's very much right. And I think that some basses will resonate with you and not resonate with other people, and some basses won't resonate with you that will resonate great with other people. And it really is just how you are as a musician, what you are after musically. And when you really get deep into the woods, things like tone would start to creep up and kind of become conversational, at least on electric instruments. On acoustic instruments, they're always going to be conversational because they're frankly a big part of what makes it sound. On electric, it's a lot more niche to me. It's like a yes, but it's very minute. And not to go into the history of the Squender, because it's all in that video where I butchered it and then fixed it in post, and I really don't want to remember it off the top of my head, but blah, 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 blah. Mexican factory burned down, they built a new one, blah, 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 blah. They were behind on a ton of Squier orders. This is a made in Mexico Squier because of that. It's made in USA parts on a made in Mexico body. It's basically, I would say it's the Squier equivalent to a Highway 1. I think it's the best way I've found a way to describe it. Besides pickup and electronics, really. Because the bridge, the tuning keys and stuff like that, all of it just kind of scream like this is pretty much Mexican standard to a Highway 1 range. And then they kind of drop the ball. But, I mean, these pickups sound awesome, though. And everything on it is... This is a really good bass, and I really love it. Back to the story, though. So, I taught the dude and his son, or the dude's son, how to play bass just really quickly. I was at Guitar Center, I was playing this thing. And there was this dude that came up, and he was like, man, you play really good bass. And I recognized him as that guy when he came in, and I said, yeah, dude, it's really cool, but I wonder if they'll move on the price, because frankly, it was really dirty and kind of fucked in a lot of ways. I mean, some of the problems I still haven't 100% addressed. Like, the finish on this neck still needs to go down. It's still really dirty on the back of this. There's dings and dents all around it. It looks, and in some instances, feels like it's been thrown down the stairs. And it's kind of a joke that I say about it, like, yeah, you know, it was cheap, so I feel like I could throw it down the stairs and be okay, and it probably would, because it looks like it's been down there before. Like, on the camera, I realized it actually looks pretty good, especially now that I've cleaned it up and everything. But in person, there you could see everything up close. Every nick, every ding, every time that I bumped into something with it, every time that the previous owner or owners has bumped something into it. And I was talking with them, and he was like, you know, dude, like, if you have, the base was $80, and I was wondering if they could break it down to $50. And he was like, you know, dude, if you have $50, I will I will split it with you. And I said, could we actually just split it halvesies? Because money's tight for me, and you know, because money has always been tight for me. But he said yes, and that's how I got it. Little did I know about this bass that it would slowly but surely become my number one. It kind of just kept taking spots and taking names that went. It's really funny. I wonder if it will stay my number one as I have my custom now, or custom coming at some point soon, eventually. David, if you're watching this, contact me. It sounds just fantastic too. I've currently got the 10-year-old DR flats on it. You're actually going to see this video before that comes out, so I have DR flats. There's a Strings of Things video coming about it. It's just me being a rage baby and stuff like that. But just the way that it sounds is... It doesn't fight me at all. Like, everything feels super smooth, super slick, just... Ugh. It's still an E flat, so it doesn't sound 100% right. But everything feels super slick on it. It's very reminiscent of the neck of my 2018 Fender Buttercream P bass that I'm gonna start funding towards when I get back from California. Man, dude, like it just ticked all the boxes for me. It was and P bass, didn't have one at the time, wanted to get another one, was itching to get another one. Found this, it looked like a piece of shit, but it was cheap and it was in my price range and I was able to scoop it up, and it's pretty much a Fender P bass without it saying Fender on the headstock. And I love it. I've used it in pretty much everything after that. I wasn't doing the open mic at that time when I got it. It might have been very late in the open mic time. I remember quitting the open mic early in the semester because I had school, and school was just too much. I was also taking 17 credit hours and doing a recital. Not my finest work. Don't do that. Take like 10 or 12 and then do a recital on top of that. It probably would be a lot better in the long run. I say this as that's what I'm doing next semester instead. And I graduate next semester. Keep an eye out for that. I have, but yeah, no, this bass got into my junior recital. It got into Evelyn's, Evie Valentine's recital. I probably would have used it in other recitals if I wasn't playing upright only on that one. I'm thinking about what else I've used. Pretty much like any time that I did a show or I did a gig or I did a practice like session, I'd bring this bass because it was decently lightweight. It's like, here, let me get the weight rating real quick, actually. Hold on. Reported back, it's about 9 pounds on the money. So it's honestly heavier than I thought. It does not feel like it's 9 pounds until it's been on you for like 2 hours. And then I guess it starts to feel like 9 pounds. I always thought it was like 8.5 though. Huh. Wow, it's heavier than I thought. Well, anyway, it's still a great sounding bass. That's what matters to me, man. Like, that thing sounds killer. It feels killer in the hands. I feel like I could play around it super easily. It's been the basis of Strings of Things forever. I want to buy a new pickup for it at some point. Just redo the wiring on it and make it nice, make it good, make it the way that it's supposed to be on a very nice bass. New knobs, just basically redo the wiring on it. So that'll come eventually, but not anytime soon because it sounds really good right now. So I really just never have had the point. But yeah, I think that's really all there is to say about it. It's a little origin story there. If you haven't watched, I have made a video on this already. It's called the $40 Squender. It's really going more into like having it for the first time and getting the jitters out of it and, you know, kind of going through that honeymoon period. And now the honeymoon period's up and I still use it all the time. It was a good purchase decision for $40. Anyway, that's it from me. My name is Floof. It's been a pleasure to be here with you. Go ahead and do all that YouTuber bullshit, like, subscribe, all that jazz. The Patreon is in the description as well. Go ahead and do that if you are willing and able to. If you are neither willing nor able, please don't feel forced or anything. I really just want to like fund other dumb shit for this channel. That's really all it's there for. And that's really it. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. My name is Floof. Peace.